Hey everybody, and welcome back to some more modded Minecraft. It's been a while. It's been a very busy December month for me, but I'm still playing. We're still going. I've got a few new toys I want to show you guys to start things off. You may notice I don't have any food on my hotbar. That's because I've added this cooler mod to our mod pack. It's not in the basic Infinity Evolved mod pack, but I've got a cooler here, and you can place food in it, and if you keep it in your inventory, when your hunger goes down, it automatically feeds you. And it's a super simple, oh, I've already got pulled up here. Super simple recipe, just snow blocks, snowballs, and a chest. I had to make a glacial precipitator. I don't even have anywhere else to place it. But it makes ice, snow, and snowballs. So that's how I did that, because I found a snow biome, but it's... Oh, there was some right there. Shoot. Well, I was going to say the snow... Doesn't matter. Moving on. I've also noticed that when I'm harvesting stuff, it's really easy for me to miss some if I'm going through real quick. So, like, if I just do that real quick... You can, see, I left one on the ground there. There's usually more. But I've made this electromagnet, which if I put in my hotbar, it sucks stuff up to me. So let's say if I harvest this whole blackberry bed, like that, I did not lose a single one. It's especially helpful over in the trees when I'm not like walking through the stuff as I'm harvesting it. Just shove this stuff. Actually, how's my cooler looking? Yeah, I'll make some more juice real quick. But we'll look at that recipe. It's a lot more complicated than the cooler, which is why all of these, well, yeah, yes, actually, sorry, all of those machines are there for, yoink, okay. And while it's in your hotbar, it is constantly running. So it's draining RF, so I've got this little charging station here from Immersive Engineering to keep it charged. But let's look at the electromagnet. Zoop. So it's got this electrical steel and conductive iron and this vibrant crystal. You have to make these nuggets, which you have to make through this induction smelter, which uses ender pearls and energetic alloy, which you have to use alloy smelter, which I've got here. This is the alloy smelter, and got the induction smelter over here. What else does it take? It's conductive iron, induction smelter again, and electrical steel. Silicon is just pulverized sand, which is why the pulverizer is here. And you can see I'm running super low tech. I've got these survivalist generators here, which up until this point I could really do what I wanted to without any sort of power, but we're getting to the point now where I want to start messing around with some cooler stuff than blueberry bushes. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. Obviously, we haven't started on any of these other structures, but that was kind of the point when I started the series, was to have a bunch of different areas I could jump between and build, and mess around with some different build styles, not spend 5 to 7 episodes working on one thing. So today, we're going to go find a cool place to start, like a power plant or somewhere for power generation. So let's hop on that. Welcome to the power plant. This is not actually a power plant, it's a puddle of water and some grass. This is our power plant. Bunch of survivalist generators. I've got them all filled up. I've been using my auto smelting lumber axe and these trees here to make charcoal. And we've actually got 9 of them total, because there's 2 more back at the homestead. So we've got enough to craft up to the next stage. But we're not going to work on that today, or any sort of power generation today. First thing we've got to do is build a structure to put it all in, which is what this stuff is all about. So we're going to go super like industrial factory style. It's gonna look like old and rusty and manly. We've got 4 different block types here. We've got cobblestone, regular stone, all chiseled, and then 2 blocks we haven't worked with before. We've got this technical block, and we've got the factory block. Technical block crafting recipe is really easy. Just 5 stone and 4 iron ingots gives you 32 of them, which is ridiculous. And you've got all these block variants. You can see I've placed a few of them down. This is technical block. This is technical block. This one's really cool because it's got several different color variations to it. And then we've got the factory block. Which has an even easier crafting recipe of just 4 stone and 4 iron ingots gives you 32, and you've got all of these variants. You can see I've placed down this one and this one. And over here we've got, these are all the technical blocks. We got some cool like vent options. This is supposed to be like a heat vent, and then we've got these like water drains, an older variation. I like this one because it's got more detail on the side here, but we might find places to use both of them. But I think I'm just gonna start building some stuff. I've got some design ideas in mind from an Arcus build, but yeah, I'm just gonna start throwing stuff down and see what happens. Alright, just a quick build update here. You can see we've got these factory blocks as the skeleton, and we're going to use the stone as kind of the wall materials, and we'll incorporate some of these other blocks into the walls as well. We can't really get a feel of what it's going to look like yet. We're going to have 2 stories, going to have more of an open floor plan here on the bottom, which will extend back into the hillside here, and the upper floor will be wider across, like from front to the back there, but we'll put smaller rooms up on the top floor. And I've also got a couple other upgrades. I said I wasn't going to do any power generation here, but I crafted a couple of these leadstone energy cells and hooked all of them up to these survivalist generators. And I've also brought over all my machinery from the homestead. And I've got a crossbow. I crafted it out of the same material as my sword because I figured it was a pretty good weapon material, but I had never made these bolts before, so I was just experimenting, and I just used iron for them. So they're not super high quality. They don't do a whole lot of damage. They'll still kill like the passive mobs in one hit, but I don't want to kill those bird things. What are these called? Cassowary. Funky looking birds. But let's shoot a sheep. Oh, there's an ostrich over here too. Pew! So they do okay, but it takes like, I don't know, 4 to 6 hits for just a regular zombie or skeleton or whatever. So I will be upgrading those eventually, so they'll do more damage. But let's get back to the power plant building here. Get a little bit more progress done, and take a look at it. Check it out, 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 check it out. It's wonderful. So this is what the bottom floor of the factory is going to look like, and since we got it built into the side of a hill here, we can either extend the whole wall. Oh, what are you doing, friend? Sha-sha! See, it doesn't even kill a squid in one shot. Pitiful. We need to upgrade that. We can extend this whole wall back another section into the mountain, or once we get into some of the bigger machines, we can like hollow out one of these areas and just build the wall back into it. So we've got like a little cubby in the wall. But I like the block combo we've got here. We got this, most of these, I think they're all factory blocks. But we got like this grate floor. Looks kind of like something that you could drain fluids into. And up at the top, I think that's called, well, oh, I've got some rusty metal plates. And with the connected textures, they make kind of a cool ceiling material. and we've got just the default factory block in between the pillars here, and I threw in some carpenter's blocks too to give it a little bit more of a industrial supported feel up at the top. But while we're in here, I wanted to try out a couple of these blocks that we have over here to see if we can work them into the floor maybe, or the wall as like a big drain in the middle of the floor. Maybe, I don't actually know. This first one, is like a heat exhaust vent. I don't know. They also have to match this color oh, well, I don't want to lose that stuff. Or I can just throw all of it into the water. Dang it. There we go. All right. So how does this look by itself? The bluish gray doesn't really go with this color palette, does it? Which is unfortunate because that kind of takes this out of the running too. Yeah, I don't like that. It stands out too much. But I'm hopeful for this, the rusty one. It's got less blue in it. It has some blue in it, but it matches the brown tones, brown tones, a little bit better. And maybe, oops, I didn't mean to take that one out. We can do like a longer drain in the middle of the floor. Something like that. I like that. Especially if we have it in front of like one of these, if we dig out just one area instead of extending the whole thing back. I think that would look really cool. And there's one last thing I want to try. I'm already seeing blues in it, so I don't think it's going to work very well. But like in an exterior wall, it's sort of like a multi-block structure, but it's just aesthetic. It doesn't actually have any function. So let's see. Okay, so you have to place it from the top. Maybe you can only place it in specific areas. You get the gist of it though. Let me see if I can place it right. So apparently we're gonna have to be very strategic about where we place this. No, this is really not working out. Please. I had it set up out here. Let's go out here. Maybe it's just the 1 block difference. Yeah. Okay. So it's like a big industrial fan, which I think would look really cool in this environment, but maybe there's a way to get it to place in a different orientation. I don't know. We'll have to mess around with that. But there's not going to be much more to this bottom floor here. It's just going to be a big open hall, and we'll place our this is what I was using. Place our machinery around as it will fit, and we'll probably use like some conveyor belts and have them just running all over the place. I think I'm gonna keep this right here. I really like that. But I think we're gonna jump up to the top floor and try and work some things out up there. Things are starting to take shape, but before we take a closer look, I made myself a new toy. Made myself a golden bag of holding. The recipe is super easy, just 4 wool, 2 gold ingots, gold block, a chest, and a diamond. And I found that with all of the chisel block type variants we're using with this build, my inventory was just full all the time, always. So, made myself a golden bag of holding. It's a double chest, basically inventory you can keep in your inventory. I actually made another one because they were so cheap, but didn't have a use for that second one yet. But yeah, this makes things so easy, and I keep it nice and organized. Makes me a very happy burrito. So let's check this thing out. We were building up off the first floor. I found a pretty sweet place for these drain vents. at the bottom of the first floor, and we'll try and incorporate, tie them into the actual floor on the second floor. And I did a slope on that top block, so it looks like stuff that's draining out is going to run off that slope and straight down. So that's pretty cool. This corner over here, I didn't really know what to do with, so we'll probably change that up a little bit at some point, but not right now. What I want to do right now is find something to do with these windows. We can either actually put glass in them. Is it nighttime? Yeah, about to be. We can put glass in them and make them windows, or we can do like a recessed stone area. So the first thing we'll do is we will try to actually make them windows. So we will, oh, don't do that. Throw some carpenter's blocks in here. And this is primarily because we have connected textures on. I want that grid feel, because you never see a, let me get through. Well, can I sleep on this one block and not fall into the water? You never see a factory with like one giant sheet of glass, because that's going to break. It's always these, it's like a small grid type pattern. So I've already got my glass and my chisel. Thinking about either this one or this one, because they've got a little bit of grit on the frame there. I think we'll try the grittier. No, we'll make some of each so we can see them side by side. Right, get out of my life. So first thing is this. What was this called? Light glass. And then we got shale glass. Well, that's not even a contest. The shale glass is, it fits this theme a lot better, I think. Do I have my hammer? I do! Look at me planning for things. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Well, that's gone. I guess I did need to do that anyways. And, shoot. Shale glass. Yeah, okay. So let's knock the... No, dang crap. Well... what I need is in there. Okay. And I need one more. Am I missing just 5? Yep, 5 is all I needed. Oh. Alright. Let's throw these back in here. Alright, what is it? That's to resize it. Okay. Doo-doo. Okay, and throw the glass back in there. Let's step back and take a look. Ooh. Yes, sir. That is it. That is it. I don't think I showed off my new boots. I put the slimy soles on there. It basically cuts fall damage in half, and it also just gives you no fall damage on a certain height value. I'm not actually sure what the Y is. You do still get fall damage, but it definitely cuts it in half. I haven't tried it to any extremes yet. So I think we got the windows worked out. Maybe we can actually mix the light glass in with that shale glass, but we'll try that later. What I want to work on over here, I guess it doesn't really matter where, but we'll start over here, is actually let's go down to that far side. I want to work out a recessed stone option, because I don't want to just have windows all the way around. Let's hop up here, put in our carpenter's blocks. Oh, all right, like so. And we can go ahead and recess them. All right, so let's mess with our chisel mod. There's my chisel, and need to get some cobble and smooth stone out. So let's see what our options are. I think I want something with a lot of detail in it, like maybe something like that, the small stone bricks, or maybe even something like that. Let's see what options we have with the cobble. This might be more what I'm thinking. Like this and this. Maybe mixed together. Let's give that a shot. I want to use all of it. We'll just do 2 different types. I don't want to get too complicated. Yeah. Okay. Thinking too much. Let's just throw these in here. Like that, maybe? And do the other half. Let's head down and take a look at that. Get a little bit of a bounce with these slimy souls Slimy souls? Yeah. Slimy souls. It's not so bad. Was there anything with like a brownish tint to it? Oops. Maybe that. Let me try some of that. Because that would tie it into this frame we've got here. And just give it a little bit more color to break up that monotony. Which block type did I get rid of? We've still got this one that's got the thing up in the corner. So it's this one. So we'll get rid of the ones that don't have the larger block in the upper corner there. Oh, crap. What is it? Nope. 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 Okay. There it is. All right. And that. And that. And I think that's it. So now I'll just throw this in there. Go down and check that out. Get everything Is that still up here somewhere? Okay. Lost some blocks. That's fine. Yep, that's it. I like that a lot better. Yes. Okay. So now we've got like a game plan for the walls on that upper floor. Yeah. I think that's fine. So I'll go ahead and I don't even know what I'm going to do next. I don't have a plan for inside on top yet. I'll just do a little bit more framing for this episode, and then I'll do the rest of the actual main structure between episodes. So the next episode we can actually get started on some power generation. But yeah, I'll do a little bit more framework here. So I'm running a little low on materials now, mainly iron because these dang factory blocks. But let's take a look at our facility so far. I've added a few more braces here in the front for this section just to break it up a little bit. It was looking a little bit monotonous. Maybe I should take all of this scaffolding down real quick. That's better. All right, so I've extended our main building here out one of these 5x5 sections. We just had the 4 before. Now we've got 5. I haven't actually done the inside of this last section yet. Just extended it out a little bit so that main hall would be a little bit bigger. And I've started a wing out here on the left. That's going to be just for the top floor. And I'm thinking, as far as this area goes, I want to bring this water out a lot more. Like maybe extend it out, maybe even over to here, and then up into there. Still keep the same general terrain shape, but where it's flat down here in the bottom, I think I want to have water. And since we've got this cool wing up here, I think we might cut this little section out and connect it over there. Do a little bit of terraforming so it's not just a narrow little creek between these 2 big pools. But I think that would look pretty cool. But yeah, this is something that can be modular, so I can really just build wings off any direction I really want to as we expand and put more machines and build more power. This isn't really going to be a mod specific area like the farm and the Elven place is. This is going to be sort of a conglomeration of anything that makes power, anything that stores power. There's actually some oil over here, and I don't really know. I've never used oil or any of the fluid fuels before, so maybe we'll put some fluid storage in here too. I really don't know. We're gonna start with what we've got here and kind of work our way up into more efficient and bigger and better, etc., etc. But yeah, so next time you see this, it'll be a little bit more fleshed out. We'll probably do a little bit of terraforming here. So I'm excited. I love this style. It looks really cool. I'm going to do a little bit of greenery, I think. Maybe some leaves to make it look a little rundown. Not necessarily rundown, but just like it's part of the environment. And I love this grass. I don't think I've talked about this yet. This grass color, it looks like it's polluted out here. So that's kind of why I chose this area. But as the sun's going down, I think that's going to be it for today. I was looking for food to hold in my hand, but I forgot. I'll just hold my cooler. I think that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you again at the next one. Bye-bye.